Hello everyone, welcome back. So I'm sharing my screen. Share screen. Screen number 3. I think that's okay. So I hope you can see my screen. Hello everyone, good evening. फिर से स्वागत है आपका. Hello everyone. Hello. Good evening everyone. No screen. I think you can see my screen. Okay, people are saying no screen. Okay, just I'm stop sharing my screen and screen again. Share screen. Screen number 2. Okay, now I hope you can see my screen. I shared again. Okay, in the yesterday session, we have completed the basic Python concept, right? How to print print a statement, how to print in a formatted way. We completed the arithmetic operator, comparison operator, input function, eval function, and we also saw uh, what is integer, float, string, boolean in Python. Yes, right? VS Code, yes, sure. Today I have installed VS Code. I will write a code on the VS Code, but still there is connectivity. I would need to perform connectivity. So VS Code is very simple. Just you can write, you can save, and you can run. Okay. So, but just I haven't configured completely. So I will configure later, and tomorrow I will write some code on the VS Code. Okay. So, but now I will show you code on the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so first thing is conditional statement or conditional statement. We can use Leo is saying we can use Python extension. Yes, Python extension to recognize the code. Okay, but what I want, I don't need any recognition. Okay, basic type of recognition contain basic type of you can say consider basic type of extension is already there. Means this is a fancy type of editor which recognize the Python code. Okay, and if you want to install your own Python interpreter, you can also install. But if you want to use already installed Python interpreter, you can also use that. Okay, means with the help of VS Code, we can connect our Anaconda version, we can connect the Python version, or we can install Python inside it, right? But first we will complete our conditional statement loop, and then we will practice more about the conditional statement loop and list. Okay, there are Abhay Kumar is saying PyCharm. There are lot of editors. You see, there are a lot of editors. Sublime version, Notepad, PyCharm. But what is main? Main is code. What is the main thing? Main thing is the code, right? Main thing is the code. How to write a code. If you are good at writing, you can write in any editor, VM editor, Notepad++. Main is writing the code. Why I'm using Jupyter? Because here we can see the output of every line. So that this is good for beginner. Output of every line. We can see output of every line on the Jupyter notebook. So that's a. It's not. I'm not saying this is a kind of fancy editor. This is a notebook where we can see output of every command, output of every syntax. So that's why I prefer Jupyter Notebook if you are very beginner. But if you are pro programmer, if you are a good programmer, you can write program in any editor of your choice. I can write in the notepad, no, normal notepad. Okay, vim editor, Linux machine, I can write because I know how to write the code. So first of all, you must understand each syntaxes. So our first thing is if and else statement. So what is the if and else statement? Can you tell me what is the meaning of if and else statement? So I'm assuming you have some idea what is the meaning of if and else statement. Yes, anybody can tell me what is the meaning of if and else. These are the conditional statement. He want to take decision. He want to decide out of uh, some conditions, right? Consider you want to go for a movie. You want to go for a movie, but you don't want to go alone. Just one second. I'm just setting my pen. Pen. हुई notebook. Okay, you want to go for a movie, but you don't want to go alone. You call your friend. Are you available? But your friend is not available. So in that case, you decided not to go movie. Means if your friend is available, then go to movie. Otherwise, not. Getting sense? Consider you want to go movie here. You want to go for a movie to see a movie, and if friend is available, then yes, go. If friend is not available in that condition, no. So these are real life condition, right? So that's why we use if and else statement in the languages. So every language contains this statement, if and else statement. So let's write our first program of if and else. Okay. Let's take a password. Password from input. Enter the password. Okay, enter the password. If so, this is a statement. Okay, let's see what is the code. What is the syntax of if statement? What is syntax? Syntax is very simple. First use if statement, then put condition. After condition, create indentation. This is a put colon. After colon, give indentation. And here statement 1, statement 2. Okay, so this is a space. Do you know what is the meaning of indentation? There is no semicolon. There is a colon only. Colon. Do you know what is the meaning of indentation? No? Okay, I will tell you what is the meaning of indentation. So here I'm asking the password in by using input function if that password matches with the Intel. So this is a store password, Intel, Dell, whatever the password you want to take. Then colon. After the colon, this editor is automatically giving me a space. So what is the meaning of this one? So I want to print a statement here. Welcome to course. Right? Welcome to course. Indentation means some space. Yes, space or tab. So what is the exact meaning? I'm printing a one more statement. Then done. When I run it, if I give password Intel, I'm getting line welcome to course and done. If I give password, in that case, I'm getting welcome to course and done. If I'm giving the right password, right? If I'm getting the right password, I'm getting welcome to course. But consider if I'm not giving the right password, if I'm giving wrong password, I'm getting only done. It means that if this statement is true, Then run this statement. Run this statement. So indentation means block of code. Yeah, right. That's a block of if statement. Block of if statement. Okay, indentation means block of that statement. So this is a if statement. What lines, which lines are coming under the if statement? If this statement is true, what to execute? Execute those lines which are coming under the indentation. Getting sense? Okay, consider if I put this line also inside it. Now you can see these two lines are coming under the if statement. If password is wrong, we are not getting anything. If password is wrong, we are not getting anything. If password is right, then we are getting both the lines. It means that both the line coming under the if statement. Can question is can we also use as statement? Definitely we can use as statement, but first understand if statement. What is the meaning of indentation? Indentation means block of code, means if statement. So in the C language, if you have done C language, we create C or Java, we create the block by using the curly braces, right? Curly braces. But here in Python, there is no use case of curly braces for the block. Okay, so here only indentation works. Okay, and for indentation, you can use two things. You can use spaces, you can use tab. You can use one space, two space, three space, four space, so on, whatever. You can use two tab, one tabs, anything. But although you can use both space and tab in one code, but it is not advisable to use tab and spaces in one code because it will give you a serious headache. For indentation, use only one space or tab and be consistent with that, right? If you remove all the spaces, that's a syntax error. Consider if you remove all the spaces, okay, that's indentation error, not syntax indentation error. Okay, expected, because this statement is saying expected one line as comes at least. Okay, Intel done. So now use else statement. So okay, this is completed. If statement is completed. Now if password is wrong, what action I want to take? If password is wrong, if password is wrong, what to do? If password is wrong, we can use our next decision by the else statement, and it is saying that wrong password. Del wrong password. Intel right password. Welcome to course. Okay. In the else statement, you can see there's an indentation. This indentation is coming under the else block. This indentation is coming under the else block. You can use one space here, no issue. If you give just one space, it will work. There's no problem, but it doesn't look good. Here you are giving indentation of four space, but here we are giving only one space. It will work. It will work, but it doesn't look good. Okay, so that's why I told you, whatever the indentation you give, be consistent with that. Yes. Any doubt, anyone? No doubt? Yes. Anyone, any doubt? So you were saying so gives default indentation. Some editors give the default indentation. Okay, you can use it because they recognize this is Python code. If you are using colon, if you are using this colon after if statement, for loop, it automatically provides the indentation. It means editor provide the indentation. Okay. So this is the two statement. This is a like one out of two. If you have two choices, this is one out of two. So consider you have multiple choices. What to do? Multiple choices. Consider this is a multiple statement. How? First, want to go movie? Want to go movie? Check if first check best friend is available. If best friend is available, then go to movie. I'm saying that best friend is available. If best friend is not available, if best friend is not available, in that case, good friend is available. If then I will go movie. Yes, yes. Best friend is not available. Good friend is also not available. Then check any friend is available. If any friend is available, go for movie. Yes. If any friend means best friend, first best friend, then good friend. If any friend is not available, then say no. Your first choice is best friend. If best friend is available, you will not talk to good friend. You will not consider for the any friend. Okay. If best friend is not available, then next choice is good friend. If the good friend is not available, then any friend. Right? If no friend available, then no. Okay. So let's see how to write it. So I'm creating a program to give the grades. Small program for grade. Okay, grading. If grade is greater than 90, assign A grade. If then 80, then B grade. If marks or score greater than 70, then assign C grade. Okay. So first of all, marks. Int input, enter the marks. Okay, just for safe side, I am assigning a null string grade. Okay, first if statement, if marks greater than or equal to 90, then grade equal to A. L if. Now the statement is L if. Means if first condition is not valid, if first condition is false, then check the second condition. L if marks greater than 80, grade B. L if marks greater than 70, in that condition grade C. Let's take one more. If else if marks greater than 60, grade D. I can stop here. I can stop here, but last condition, that's else, grade E. Now the last print statement. The student got the marks and grade. Grade. So marks is 91. Student got the 91 marks and A grade. Marks is 89. Student got the 89 and B grade. Okay. Run it again. If student got the 50 marks, then E grade. Okay. So here, if I give, just pause, just run it again. If I give 91, then try to understand this condition. Yes. This condition is also yes. This condition is also yes. This condition is also yes. Right. 91. 91 greater than 80. Yes. 91 greater than 70. Yes. 91 greater than 60. Yes. But I'm getting only this answer. Why? Why? Uh, For 91, why I'm getting the A grade because but the condition matches to all. Try to understand. This condition also yes, this condition is also yes, this condition is also yes, this condition is also yes in the case of 91, 91, 91, 91. But why I'm getting only the one, first one? Because it check first one. If first condition matches, then interpreter never checks the rest of the condition. If first condition matches, then interpreter never checks the rest of the condition. It means that same case, if your best friend is available, then you will not call your good friend any friend, right? Ajay Manda is saying, let me take questions, but I think the case of LC we're done. Can we not only use if statement for different condition? Yes, dear, but that's a different logic. You can use if statement for everyone, but in that case, you are checking everything. Means it's same thing. You are calling your best friend, available, available. You are calling your good friend also, available, available. You are calling your any friend also. Then after that, you select which one. But in this condition, if your best friend is available, you never call the rest of the friend. Getting my point? Next is prior. Sir, can you explain leap year and prime number program? Okay, sure. After for loop, I will complete the prime number program in just 5 minutes. Leap year, I will explain you the logic. Leap year. There's a very interesting thing. Leap year. How to calculate a leap year? How to calculate the leap year? Just I'm asking a question. How to check whether a year is leap year or not? That's an interesting question asked by the Ajay. Can you explain leap year? Yes, anyone can explain leap year? Divide by 4 or 400? Divide by 400. 400 gap. It's a you have to understand there are three things: 4, 400, and 100. If any year ABC, consider year is ABC, divide by 4 gives the 0, and that number is also divided by, you can say, 100. If both divide by 0 divided by 100, it means that that year is not the leap year. That's not the leap year, right? If not divided by if not divide, so next condition is ABC is year, divide by 4, and ABC divided by 100. So this is 0, but this is not the 0. This is leap year. This is leap year. Next condition is if divide by 400 gives 0, definitely that is a leap year. So if I ask you 1900, 1900 is a leap year. Divide by 4, yes. Divided by 100, yes. Not a leap year. This is not a leap year. 1900, or if I ask you 200, 200 divided by 4, in the first go you can say that's a leap year. So that's a condition of leap year. So first you have to check 400. Okay, so write your logic, find the leap year. So first you have to check 400, then in the sequence you can check this condition and this condition. But first check the 400 condition. Okay, if divide by 400, that's a leap year. Divide by 400, that's a leap year. It's a 400 year. This is something as to, some condition behind the leap year. Okay. So I hope everybody is getting the sense of leap year. So prime number program I will tell you in the for loop. So next thing is the for loop and while loop. For loop and while loop. How after division it come to 0? Dear, you have to use the modulus. Dear modulus. Let me show you modulus. So if something 1600 modulus 400. Sorry, modulus means 0. Modular you have to use. 2000 is a leap year, right? 2000 is a leap year. Okay. Actually, if you want to write a code, that's okay. But if you want to verify, then in the Python we have program calendar. I think spelling mistake. Right. So dir. Just give me a moment. Cl cl. Oh, print. If you want to verify whether your code is right or not, no need to check over the internet. You can check is leap. Yes. So cl dot is leap and put your number here. Cl is not okay. So that is cl, not cl. True. The 400 is a leap year, right? So 1900. False. 1900 is not leap year. So write your program and then check with this way. Is your miss write your program with the help of if and else statement, and then you can check with Python built-in method to get the leap year. 2000 is leap year. If you want to verify, 2000 is leap year. We saw 2000. We are the generation. We are the old generation. So I saw 2000 year in our life. So 2000 is a leap year. Okay, right? I was in the eighth class in that year. So we saw 2000 was the leap year, right? So in this way we can check whether the given year is leap or not. You can write your program with the help of logic. Okay, getting sense? Next is the for loop. So I hope you get a sense, okay, of leap year. So next is the for loop. So what is the syntax of for loop? First for, first you have to write a for in the lower case, right? Then a variable. This is the variable. So this is the variable. Then for variable in iterator. Iterator is not iterator can be a iterator can be a string, iterator can be a list, iterator can be a tuple or dictionary. Then indentation, statement 1, statement 3. Okay, so these are the syntax of for loop. Now let's see one example. Consider I have a string hello for each or for I or each, that's my style, each in str1 print each. Okay, I'm getting each character. So this each is a variable. Each is a variable and string is a iterator. Iterator means iterator means which can be iterate. Iterator means which can be iterate. Okay, Leo. Iterator means which can be iterate. Shri Konda is asking 5000 is a leap year. Divide by 4, that's okay, but divide by 100. Divide by 100, 400, no. No, that's not a leap year, okay? Okay, yes. Any doubt for loop? It's a syntax, it's a for initialize condition, upgradation, and if condition is true, print statement. Yes. So, okay, initialization, condition, and upgradation. So, for loop, you can use that in the initialization, condition, upgradation. We saw in the C language, right? You see, you're inspired by C language. That's good. Now, let's see how to do same thing here. That's a initialization, condition, and upgradation. So, condition is not here. Initialization is there, and upgradation is there. Okay. Before jumping to the complete for loop, let's understand one function that's a range. Before jumping to the for loop, let's understand. Each you are saying what is each? Each is a variable. So let's change this one. I. I think you are more familiar than I. Then each is variable, dear. It's variable. I have written here. I. That's a variable. Variable can be I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. That's okay. That's a variable. Okay. So what's happened? For loop is saying give me next, give me next, 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 next. So this hello sequence provide first H, it passes to I, print I, then I became E, then I became L, then I became again L, this I L, then I became O. So for loop is saying to the sequence give me next, 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 next. That's a for loop. Okay. Now let's understand what is the meaning of range function. Range is a built-in function in Python. Range is a built-in function in Python. If I give 10, okay, let's understand its syntax first. So what is the syntax of range? Range start by default 0 and there's no by default and step 1. So that is the syntax. Start 0 and end step. Start, stop, stop you say stop or end what? End step. So you can see there are two by default things. This one and this one. So there are two by default. By default means if you are not providing, it will take automatically. That's a by default. Okay. So if I give range 10, what is? I'm getting just an expression. What is the meaning of range here? Range gives a sequence. Range gives a series of numbers. Range giving a series of number. But here I'm getting just 0 and 10. Okay, 0 and 10. Let's let's run this thing range with for loop. Okay, because this is the iterator. Or we can use a list function over it and produce the series. So when I put list function over it, it produces a series. So what is a series here? Just try to understand. So if I give 10 here, so according to our syntax, according to our syntax, if I give just only 10, according to our syntax, this range became start 0, 10, and 1. It means that start from 0 and just before than 10, this 10 is exclusive, exclusive. So just before than 10 and take one step, one step. Getting sense? Yes. Getting sense? Take one step. If I give start from 2 and take, then understand it. Start from 2 and go just before than 10. Right? Now if you provide one more, take 2 step or 3 step, 2 step. Start from 2 just before 10 and take 2 step. Okay, I hope you get in the sense of steps. Okay, so here we are using a list, but when we use with for loop, no need to use list for each in range 10, or just use 5 number, print I, print each. Yes, any doubt anyone? Please tell me. We are getting number here. We are so this is range. Range is doing initialization. Range is using upgradation, right? So that's a for loop. And for loop is always a definite loop. Maximum number of steps are predefined. So this list can go maximum up to 5 numbers. So maximum number of steps are predefined. So that's why it is called as a definite loop. Okay. So for loop with list. So consider I have a list or tuple. So list is kind of container which can contain the heterogeneous kind of data. So if you want to use list with for loop for each in list one, okay. Arpan is saying how to make infinite number. Infinite is not there. There it has some limit. So you can generate millions, billion number, but not the infinite number. Okay, no doubt. Difference between list and tuple. So list is a container, tuple is also a container, but list is mutable. Tuple is immutable. Tuple is immutable. Okay. So we will see in the detail after completion of list. After completion of for loop and while loop. Okay. Now try to understand some more thing about the what is syllabus today? Dictionary list tuple. Okay. Now try to understand more control over the loop. More control. More control means can we break the loop? Can we skip any iteration? Right? Usha Paul sir explain how to build logic. So that's an important thing. So but just first try to understand little bit syntax, then we will build the logic. Okay. So first tell me. So this is the maximum number of steps, but if you want to control the loop, we have 2 or 3 statement. First statement is now I'm building some logic. First condition is sorry, we have statement, so not condition. We have some statement. Statement is first is continue statement. Sorry, first is break statement. Sorry, break statement. Break. What is the meaning of break here? So if at any step, if you want to break the loop, if you don't want to run the loop at any moment, you can break the loop. Break. And last one is break, continue, and else statement. So there are 3 statements we can use with the for loop or while loop. Break, continue, and else. Now first understand what's the meaning of break here. If at any moment you want to break the loop. So consider you want to check, do we have uh, let's suppose hello, not hello. Um, do we have L, L mm, letter in Apple? We can easily check. We can easily check L in str1 this way. True. But consider you want to check with the for loop. You want to check with the for loop. So for each in str1, if each equal to L, we can say print yes. Okay, yes. So it's working fine. But consider if we have Apple, again Apple, and anything like value. Okay, so I have written some different lines, so different words, apple value. So if you want to check here, sorry, run for first this one and run this one. I'm getting three yes. I'm getting three time yes. Okay, first of all, before jumping to the next, I think you are getting a sense of this identification. So this is a for loop. This is coming under for loop, but in the if statement. So now you can see two type of identification. This is a for loop, means this if is coming under the for loop, right? So this if is coming under the for loop, and this print statement is coming under the if block. So this is a if block, and this is a for block, right? So condition, in this condition, I just want that do we have L or not? I'm not interested three time, one time. I'm not interested in that. So in that condition, whenever we get first L, break the loop. I'm interested in only the one. If we get L or not. First L, after that I no need to iterate. No need to iterate because A, P, P, L. So L is there. So after finding the L, break the loop. No need to iterate. Okay. So this is a break statement. If at any moment you think break should be, sorry, loop should not run, in that condition you can use break statement. Okay. Next, let's see. Let's say one one list. Now I'm writing a program for each in list one. For each in list one, c equal to each divide by divide by sorry 100 divided by each. Print answer is C. So when I run it, I'm getting something, but I'm getting error also. Let me take some doubt at understand. Okay. In break, if we apply the condition and then we condition is true, then it break the statement, right? Right. And it does not print anything after that. Yes. Once the loop is break, then okay. Break to break the iteration. Yes. Continue. Continue. I will tell you. Can you make them count? Yes, we can make them count. If we are using break, then we have to make the logic if apple and print the apple. Yes, yes. Then it will print the apple, not the e and then again apple. Okay, Ashu. Okay, in this one, I'm getting answer for 10 and 20. Yes. For this 10, I'm getting answer with this 20, but this 0, we are getting the error. Error means division by 0. So something divided by 0, that's not defined. That's an error in the programming. Okay, in the programming. So how to skip? How to skip? So you say, okay, if you get 0, then break the for loop. So if you are saying that if we get if each equal to 0, then break. Working, but not getting the desired result. If you break the loop, working for 1020, but rest of the values which are good, which are not 0, they are not getting executed. So in that condition, break will not work. We have to use something else, that's a continue statement. So continue statement means if you want to skip a particular iteration in that continue. Particular iteration, if you want to skip a particular iteration, then use the continue statement. So what is the meaning of continue statement? What is the meaning of continue statement? Deepak is saying, sir, can you teach Tamil? I don't know Tamil. I don't know Tamil. I know Hindi and English only. Sorry. Music, Ani, work. I think we have to use continuous statement. You are right. We have to use continuous statement. What is the meaning of continuous statement? It means that when the interpreter execute the statement, it means that it tells interpreter, don't go further. Just continue with the next number. Okay. Interpreter, don't go further. When interpreter execute this statement, it means that don't go further. Don't go further. Continue with the next iteration. Okay, continue with the next iteration. That's why continue. Continue with next iteration. Don't go further. Continue with the next iteration. So I hope you remember, right? Okay, getting sense? Yes, getting sense? It's like a skip. It's skip. Yes, it's skip. Skip. इसका मतलब it means that इसका मतलब है कि skip the rest of the code, don't go further, don't proceed, continue with the next iteration, right? It stop the processing for one iteration, not the entire loop. चलिए, okay, done. Next is else statement. Yes, you can use else statement with while loop. You can use else statement with for loop also. But what is the meaning of else statement with loop? Let me run it again. Okay, sorry, I forget to run. So now answer is 10, 15, 33, 25 to 20. Okay. So now what is the meaning of else statement? Now it's time to reveal the else statement. So but before revealing it, I want to write the prime number program. Let's write the prime number program. So can anybody tell me what is the meaning of prime number? Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of prime number? Yes, anybody tell me. Yes. Can you tell me what is the meaning of prime number? How to find one number is prime or not? So number divisible by itself and I. Okay, number divisible by itself and I. So sorry, not I. One itself and one. It looks like I. One and itself, right? Hmm. Right. Itself and one. Right. That's the definition. But how to find? Sir, why are you ignoring my question? Please tell me my which one? Which question is Nabi? Which question? I'm not getting here your question. Can you write your question again, Nabi? Nabil vlog. Write your question again. I will give the answer. Okay. Prime number means if it is divisible by itself. Now, how to find? Consider if I say 13 is prime or not. 71 is prime or not. 98 is prime or not. Because this type of question is on my mind. But I need to build a logic where 13 is divisible by any number. 71 divisible by any number. Don't know. So how to check? Let's see. First of all, N1 input, enter the number to be checked, and convert this number to integer. So we can use int, you can use eval also. Then for each in, then run the loop. How many numbers? I want to run a loop to check. But can you tell me what is the number? Start from 2 and how many numbers should I go? 2 2 2 2? Yes, tell me. Consider I want to check uh, whether 21 is prime or not. So what number should I use here? Tell me meanwhile I'm writing the code. If n1 divisible by each, and that's a 0, it means that print not a prime number, and in that condition break the loop. Consider if I check 50, 50 divided by 2, yes, then no need to check 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because it's divided by 2, then no need to give further, no need to go further. Okay, now students are saying use, some are saying 2 to n 1 by 2, or range 2 to n plus 1, n plus 1, n minus 1. So if you are thinking n by 2, it means that you are a good programmer. If you are thinking n by 2, you are a good programmer. If you are thinking n minus 1, then you are a programmer. But if you are thinking range 2 and under root of n, it means that you are a ultra programmer. Root n. So we will. So when you write the code, it should be optimize. Always optimize. Right. Rishabh is saying right. You are ultra num under root zero point 0.5 plus 1. That's a perfect answer for this one. So let's find n2. So n1 multiply by zero point 0.5 half power, and just for uh, good consideration add one number. So now n2, and let's check number 33. Oh, answer float object cannot be interpreted. Float object, where is the float? Hmm. So convert into int. That's a float value, int, and so 45. 45 is not a prime number. 45 is not a prime number. 45 is not a prime number. If I use 13, I'm not getting any answer because I have not defined. I have defined for not a prime, but for prime I have not defined. So can I tell you if I use else statement here, print prime. So is that right? Is that is the code right? Is the code right or not? If I give 80, number is not prime. If I give 30, two time I'm getting prime for 13. Two time. Okay, let's see. If I give 121. Oh, multiple three. Number is prime, or and at the end it's saying not prime. So that's a problem over here. Hmm. So what to do? So what to do in that case? There's a problem. It's saying number is not prime, but before saying that multiple time इसका ये prime है और अंत में क्या बोला? नहीं है भाई. So that's the issue here, right? So first is telling number is prime, and then at the end number is not prime. So what to do in that case? In that case, we have to use some logic in order to eradicate this problem. Logic is that consider, let's say, flag value equal to 1, and here okay, flag value 1. Let's take just a variable. So variable can be anything like I, j, k. So let's take different variable. Flag is a variable here, and number is prime. Flag remain as it is. If this is prime, okay, flag became 0. Okay, and is statement if flag remain 1. If flag remain 1, in that case number is prime. You have 121. Number is not prime. Perfect answer. 71. Number is prime. Perfect answer. So this is a perfect code from getting the prime number and not prime number. Okay. Gaurav is saying that logic. Nabil is saying that multiple prime number. Multiple prime number means you want to find if you give series and so apply for loop over it. Apply a for loop and on the entire code. Okay. So flag is there, but if you don't want to use flag, I'm writing this code again. You can compare. I'm not using flag. I'm using just else statement over here, else, and remove it, run it. 121 working fine. 471 working fine. Now this time else is coming with for loop, and what is the meaning of else statement here? Else means, try to understand again. Else means, else means, else means no break statement. In this case, else means no break statement. No break statement. So question. So let's take some question. Flag logic. Logic is very simple. Which logic? So prime number prime is logic if something divide divisible by uh, any number, uh, two or itself. Other than that's prime number. So why are you using break statement here? Break statement here. Why I'm using break statement? Let me show you. Can you tell me? So this question from Anshu. No, not Anshu. Ajay. Ajay, tell me 50 is a prime number or not? 50 is a prime number or not? Ajay, I'm asking to you. 50 is prime number or not? You're saying, sir, it is divisible by 2. It means that's not prime. So after divide by 2, do we need to check 3? Do we need to check 4, 6, 7, 8? If it is divisible by 2, then we can easily say no, it's a not a prime number. No need to check 3, 4, 5, 6. It is if it is divisible by 2. That's why we are using break statement. No need to go further, dear. Okay, no need to go further if it is divisible by 2. Then skip 3, 4, 5, any number, every number. 5 is there. Because if 50 is divisible by 2, divisible by 4, sorry, divisible by 5 also. But do we need to check 5? Because it is divisible by 2, so no need to check 5. It means that break. Okay? Now, what is the meaning of else statement? Else statement means no break statement. If interpreter execute the break statement, then if interpreter executes the break statement, then interpreter interpreter never run the else block. If interpreter execute the break statement, if interpreter execute the break statement, then this else block will never be executed by the interpreter. Getting sense? Deepak is saying flag is like a temporary variable. Yes, that flag is like a variable. Temporary or whatever, flag is a variable. So you can use I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay. Break means no, else means no break statement. Okay. If interpreter do not execute this statement, break statement, if for loop in the if the for if the in the for loop break statement is not present, break statement is not being executed by the interpreter, in that condition interpreter execute the else statement. Okay, else statement. So now this else statement is coming with the for loop. If interpreter doesn't execute the break statement in any case, then interpreter execute the else statement. So if number is not prime, not prime, execute the break statement, in that condition else block will never be executed. If number is not if number is prime, it means that break statement never executed by the interpreter. It means that else will be executed. Okay, so that's the meaning of else statement. So I hope you get the sense of break, continue, and else statement. Getting sense? Yes. Actually, now next is while loops. While loop. So I hope you get a sense of prime number program. While loop. So while loop. So while let's write the its syntax. While keyword, that's a keyword. Keyword means which are reserved in the programming. So this word cannot be used as a variable. So while is a keyword, reserved word. While and then condition, quote, colon, and then statement one, statement two. Okay. So consider, let's understand the password program. So in the previous book, yes, this program. Let me take this program over here. Enter the password. Password is right or wrong. But what is the drawback? What is the limitation? What is the limitation of this password program? Can anybody tell me what is the limitation of this program? This program, this one. If I enter Intel, welcome to course, that's okay. If I give the wrong password, wrong password. So what is the limitation of this code? Limitation is that it is not asking if wrong password, if wrong password, if wrong password, it is not asking multiple time. It is not asking multiple time. Right password, right. So we will use while loop. How to use while loop? So up to this, I'm copy pasting so that you can compare what we are doing here. Pass two, enter the password, pass two. So put while loop. Now give the condition. Condition is password not equal to. That's a not equal to right password. Then ask the password. So say wrong password. Wrong password. If means password is not right, then user fall in the trap of while loop. So this is a condition. If password not equal to Intel, it means say wrong password. Then take the password again from the user. So that's a logic here. Passwords, enter the password again. Enter the password again, and once write the okay. So here you can write welcome to chorus. Okay. So let's run del. Wrong password. Enter the password again. Now you can see again means we are in the for loop again. Enter the password again, again. So if I give del, or if I say okay, again wrong password. If I give um, Titan, if I give uh, Logitech, wrong password. If I give right password, oh Intel is right password. Spelling mistake. Intel. That's what's the issue here. Intel. INTLE. Oh, sorry. Uh, it should be pass to, not a password. Sorry. Run it again. Control C. What is pass one? Let me execute it again. So issue with the variable name. So it's an infinite loop kind of. So that's a problem here. So we cannot use control C in the notebook. So let me write again in the new code. So mistaken, I use pass2 here, pass1 there. So if I type right password, right, it's working fine, finally. Okay, if I use Dell, okay, Logitech, Logitech, right, this Logitech, and finally Intel, right, welcome to course. Okay, so we cannot define the maximum number of steps. Maximum number of step can be zero, maximum number of step can be infinite, right? Yes, anyone any doubt in this one? So what's happening here? First, check the condition. If condition is right, then enter. If condition is true, if condition is true, then enter in the while loop. Execute this statement, execute this statement. After execution of all the statement, then check the condition again. Check the condition again. So after every iteration, it checks the condition. How to give the limitation of iteration? So here, if you want to give the limitation, so you have to amend the code. What to do? You can write like retry 0. After every password, you can increase its limit. Yes, any doubt? Anyone? Oh, my video is paused. One. So if this number approaches to number like if retry greater than equal to 4, break it. So once you break, we will see welcome to course. Okay, let's run it. That's a bug here. Let's see what's the bug. What's the key use bug here? That's a loophole. You can say bug here. So consider if somebody is giving right password or wrong password and then right password. That's perfectly fine. First test case pass. Second test case in the first one. That second test case pass. Now if somebody give wrong password del. Okay. Hello. Game. Last time let's say H1. Now, after giving the wrong password, we are getting the welcome to course. Break statement is working fine here. Break, right? But we can use here 3 second limit, or we can use if and else. We can use flag statement here. Like break is there. If break is there, then uh, we can use else statement here, right? Else statement. Welcome to course. So here, let's run it. Enter the password. Del. Okay. Hi. Game. KL. We are not getting anything. We are not getting welcome to course. That's why else means if break, अगर इंटरप्रेटर ने break statement को execute किया, if interpreter execute the break statement in that condition, else part won't work, will not work. Okay. If you want to give 30-second delay, oh, that's impressive. You can use import time, and when you give import time in that condition, time dot sleep for let's say 10 seconds. Okay. And here retry, I'm giving 3 only, 4 retries. Okay. Run, give wrong password del, give hi, give okay, give last one, give game. Now it's paused for 10 second. For 10 second. Let's see it. One, two. Okay. After 10 second, appears again. Okay. So that thing, Puneet, you want to see 10 second sleep time. Okay. Done. So in the while loop, we saw break statement, we saw time sleep, we saw else statement. So I hope you get a sense how to use the while statement. Okay. So now let's understand. So I hope you get a sense how to use while loop, how to use for loop. Now let's understand what is the meaning of tuple and okay, after that let's end this one. Okay, what is the meaning of tuple? Sorry, what is the meaning of list and tuple? So list. So now let's see data structures. So string we will see tomorrow, but list comprehension functions. Okay. So tuple and list we will see today, and dictionary tomorrow. Okay, list. What is a list? List is a container. List is a data structure in the Python. It's like a container which contains the heterogeneous kind of data types. So list we use square bracket 10, 20. It's a container which can contain the different type of data types. 10, 20. mm, Float value. So that's a list. What's a print list? And say if we want to see timer on the screen. So you use print statement over here. Okay, print statement. So if you want to see timer 1, 2, 3, then you can use print statement. So you have to use a for loop over here. For for loop, you have to you can say for every consider like you can use for loop here in for each in range 10. For every time you have to sleep for 1 second and print each. This is code. Simple. So you will see timer 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's not like a first delete and second. No, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it will ask the password. Okay. Guys, getting sense? Countdown you will not see, but you will see number 1, 2, 3. Because for countdown you have to refresh your screen again and again for each number. Okay. Uh, so let's focus on the list here. Okay, you try yourself how to use a counter. So I have given the logic, right? So what is the list here? So what are the methods in the list? So if I use dir on the list, so I will see a lot of methods. So print it. So we have append, we have clear, we have copy, count, extend. So try yourself. I'm telling you how to use one function, and one method. So these all are the methods. Just try to search over the internet what are the purpose of each method. So if you want to know here what's the purpose, so consider list. You can use help list dot append. This one append, copy, and paste over here. What is the purpose of this one? Purpose is method built-in list instance. Append the object at the end of the list. Append. How? So we have a list. Oh, sorry, this is not a list. List. We have a list. If you want to append one more number over here, append like 80, and then print, and then print. So before that, I was this is the number, and after appending number 80, so you can see 80 over here. Yes. Any doubt, anyone? So append the numbers. Consider if I append. Right? So append means appending the value. So in this way, you can add the you can use other function like count. If you want to count the frequency of any number, list 1. Consider if I use list 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, 20, 30. So that's a list 1. If I want to count the frequency of 30, I'm getting 2. So 2 times 30 is appeared. Okay. Okay. So try yourself other code. Like what's the meaning of like remove? Remove. What's the meaning of remove? Consider you don't know. What's the meaning of remove? So you can use help list 1 dot remove. Just write here and get the help. Remove means remove the first occurrence of the value. First occurrence. It means that if I give list 1 dot remove 30 and then right here, then you can see before running this remove, I was getting 30 here, but now the first occurrence 30 is removed. First occurrence, the rest 30s are there. 30s are there. No remove all, no, not remove all element. Somebody is saying replace. Do we have replace over here? Dear, replace is not there. You can see replace is not here. So we cannot use replace. Where is the replace? Append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort. So these are here. So consider if you want to check index. Consider you want to know index. So now you can see this 10, 20, 40, every number has an index value. Every number has an index value. So in Python, this 10, add the index number 0, this index number 1, index number 2, index number 3, index number 4, 5, 6. So these are the index associated with the each number. So if you want to know number, add the index number. What is the index number 2? 40. So add the index number 2, there's a 40, right? I can see start from 0. So this is 40, index number 2, right? So every number associated with the index. Getting sense? So you want to know what is the index of 40. Now reverse thing. Consider I want to know what is the index of 40. 2. What is the index number 2? 40. What is the index number of 40? 2. Negative indexing is also there. Negative indexing is also there. So for negative indexing, we start from minus 1. So negative indexing means minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. So don't ask where is the minus 0. So minus 0 is not there. Okay. So this is the indexing, negative indexing. Okay, you want to know what is the index number minus 2. Can I tell you what is the index number minus 2? That's a 20. If we run, we will get 20 because minus 2 means 20. Okay, so I hope you get a sense, little bit sense of list. List is a container, not tuple. Let's understand what's the meaning of tuple. Tuple is also container. Okay, consider if I want to change. Okay, before jumping tuple, last topic of list. Consider I want to change a number. Consider I want to change 40 with other number, so I can use list 1. Its index number is 2. Index number is 2, and if I assign new number like 90, uh, oh sorry, single, 90 and list 2, list 1. So now 40 became 90, right? So in the tuple, we can perform operations. We can perform in the tuple, sorry, in the list, sorry. In the list, we can add, we can delete, or modified. So modify we have done, remove we have removed, add means append. Okay. So try pop, try extend. Okay, we will see tomorrow these method. Now, what is the difference between list and tuple? Now, finally, we come to the tuple. Tuple is immutable data structure. How to define a tuple? So T1 in the parentheses defines same numbers. So T1 is tuple. If I check the type, print T1. So T1 is a tuple here. So if we check the methods di around T1 or print statement, now you can see we have only count and index. We have no here, there is no append, there is no remove, there is no pop, right? We have only count. Count means find the frequency of particular element. Index means finding the index. But there is no method here to add any element in the tuple, to delete any element in the tuple, right? Rest all the operation are same. Consider if you are try, and what is the index number 1? We have 20. And if you try to assign a number, new number, 80, then you can see tuple object doesn't support item assignment, right? Tuple is also container, but it is a immutable. Once you define tuple, you cannot change any element from the tuple. ठीक है? Logic is same. Both are container. Both are container. But if you want to go with the immutability, then use tuple. If you want to change, delete, insert, modified. If you want to do this kind of operation, then prefer the tuple. Sorry, prefer the list. Sorry, prefer the list. Tuple means immutable. Okay. List means mutable. Mutable means which can change. List defined by this one and mutable. Mutable. Tuple defined by this and immutable. Immutable. So I think it's double spelling, or just check the spelling is double M or immutable. Okay, which cannot be changed. Okay, just give me one answer. I'm asking you one I'm asking you one question. Tuple T2. If I want to use only one element, then tell me in the chat box what is the type of T2. What is the type of T2? Immutable, right? Double M. Because when we type it, it automatically pop, but immutable. Mutable. Immutable. Okay. So what is the type of T2? It's integer, right? It's integer. Integer. But if you want to create tuple with single element, just give the comma. Done. Then it's tuple. Consider if you define some numbers T3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, any number 1, 2, 3, 4, more than one number, then automatically interpreter make it tuple. Okay? Yes. Any doubt, anyone? So if we define without parentheses, then automatically interpreter make it tuple. Yes, getting sense? Yes, anyone, any doubt? Let me take the doubt. Let me fresh. Immutability cannot change. Right. Integer. Okay, so tuple is immutable, which cannot be changed. Okay. Puneet Tiwari is saying, why not make list? Yes, mostly 90% cases we use list. 90% cases we use list. Okay, this one. Okay, this one. This is actually done by the developer of Python, actually. Developer of Python. So they use it tuple. Okay, if uh, nothing is defined, then take it tuple. Take it in the tuple. Okay. But you should know. If somebody asks you what is the type, so it's not an error. It's a tuple. Yes, anyone, any doubt? If you have any doubt, please ask. So let's conclude. So today we have learned. So today we learn if and else statement, L if we saw one program, then range function, then for loop, while loop, then little bit about the list and tuple. Yes. So I hope you are getting the sense of today, and uh, 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 you got some knowledge, good knowledge from today's lecture. Okay. So we will meet tomorrow. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.